There are 2.5 warnings I will have to give you. This normally takes 15 minutes. We'll see how long it takes this time. The first thing you need to be aware of is, to give you an example of the content you're going to be facing here, is before we made the auction 18 plus, one time I think it was a 16-year-old dude had come to the auction before, and he was like, dude, this is great, you have to come. He told his whole family. So
that was me.
So he brought his 14-year-old sister and his mother and his father and their even, like, I don't know, 8-year-old sister. And I gave this warning, and the father and the 8-year-old sister took the fuck off. And so it was him and the 14-year-old girl and the mother. And at various points in that particular year, I explained to the 14-year-old girl what bukkake was, why her brother would not let her do his sock laundry or empty the garbage in his room. I think there was a bit about horse dicks.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. Another girl made a math mistake when she wasn't heckling, but I was like, what is this times this? And she piped up and responded, and I was like, honey, I know math is hard. And then I spent the next 2 hours every time we mentioned numbers. I'm like, that's math. So, in all, like, personally outside of Otafest, I am a generally respectful and honest human being, but here I feel free to explain to you the most horrific sexual adventures of mankind in explicit detail, which is why it's 18 plus. Hi, Jenny. And I also don't mind making people cry.
Good reviews.
So again, this is the second part of the warning. I was giving this warning about, like, if don't heckle. I am here to be the entertainment, not you. There was a guy who, after I explained that I have made people cry by, you know, they bid on something, and then I spend 5 minutes explaining to everyone else in the crowd why and how they are planning to use the item they just bid on for sexual purposes, right? And this one guy wearing a Full Metal Alchemist shirt in the front row immediately pipes up and says, "You can't hurt my feelings, I'm a homunculus!" So the first thing I said was, homunculus is not Japanese for a guy who lives in his mother's basement. And then went on for about 5 minutes. Turned away, did some other bits. About half an hour later, I turned back and I was like, I was like, where is he? And somebody was like, he left in tears. And I'm like, fuck! I had 10 more minutes of material! So, there was one year a furry and his furry girlfriend came in, and I shit all over them because furries are a fantastic target for my humor. Because they are objectively bad people. I'm kidding, we've had furries bid thousands of dollars for shit, but they fantasize about fucking horses, so of course I'm going to mock them. And he got butthurt and left mad and posted on the Otafest forums that year about what a dick like 3 pages of what a dick I was and how bad his feelings were hurt. So after I masturbated to that a couple of times, I printed it out and brought it the next year and read it aloud for people to laugh at. So, your tears give me power, and by power I mean erections, so by all means, feel sad, yeah. The last half of warning is that in previous years I have done PSAs and rants that have been, shall we say, intense and somewhat dark, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I still speak freely about intense and dark shit, but the PSAs I have very roughly planned for this year are going to be less dark, less intense, and I hope more positive, because in previous years, for example, I have explained with sufficient emphasis that people have actually started crying as I explained it. Like, this is why dating sucks for women. This is why dating sucks for men. Using metaphors that actually communicated to the other gender. And yeah, people were crying in the audience. I'm like, good, you understand how much this shit sucks. If you have children, they will pick up bad language here, by the way. So this year, having explained, you know, what not to do and why not to do it, and maybe some general hints about what to do. I've got some more specific positive actions to take to materially improve your lives, I hope. Step 1, fucking shower. Yeah. The fact that you felt the need to applaud that.
That's a lot.
This audience, yeah, okay. So, that is as much warning as you get. There